Good morning, good morning. Well, I know what I'm doing for July. Have I finished my room yet? No. But I know what I'm doing for July. And I am switching my project. I did not really intend on doing iCAD until the end of July. But I got sucked into Junk Journal July. But I'm going to do mine with a twist because I'm a little twisted. And I need to always have another challenge under my belt. Not another challenge. I need to have another concept added into a prompt list. I don't need to. I just enjoy that. But before I start, my toy's not here yet. But do you want to see who's going to be doing my Junk Journal July? No, it's not the dog. In moving my room around and all that, I found this. I'm like, oh, he could do something for July. And then I kept remembering the Junk Journal July. This is a book I got at, I may have gotten it on Amazon years ago. I've already cut into it. I bought it with the intention of cutting into it. But it is where he was according to his timeline of his life and all the different places he lived. And then it has all this other stuff interspersed. I may have been encouraged. Oh, I may have seen it at the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. And decided I had to have it too. And when I got home, I ordered it due to lack of space in a certain suitcase. But it's fabulous. Fabulous. I was trying to see when it was made. No. 2015. That might have been around the time we went to Amsterdam. I don't know where I got the idea to get this. I was influenced by somebody, whether it was the store or somebody on social media. I don't know. Or I ran across it in a used bookstore. I can't remember. Husband's going in and out. Sorry. Anyhow, this will be my ephemera. But until I start the prompt list for Junk Journal July, it's done by Meg Journals. And she's done it for several years now. This year, she's got a lot of influencers that I watch doing it. By Bun's doing a page. That really spurred me on. She did one last year, too. But she's doing hers in her Disneyland journals that she uses and does. I'm like, why can't I do that with somebody else? Doing my junk journal in a junk journal that I make from the point of view from somebody else. Then I also have that I've already lost. Oh, here it is. They had a Vincent van Gogh exhibit here in the museum here in Columbia several years ago. But in the gift shop, they had this. So I have every single Van Gogh color known to man, because you're supposed to make this, put the stickers on this poster. And I think it makes Starry Night. Needless to say, I didn't do it. I really didn't buy it for that. I bought it for all these. This was at the museum gift shop. It wasn't too badly priced. But, so I have that to play with. So I need to make a junk journal. And I'm going to make one. Meg showed on her video, I watched it last night, her making her accordion file. Oh, my table. I missed you, squeaky table. But I love the way she did it because she did it folding it each page along the way, but she always had 2 pages open, so she was always putting pieces of paper over the fold, not up to the fold, over the fold. And I love that idea. So, and then she used like a cereal box for the covers. I happen to have a bunch of paper and some sitting right here still. The pages do not have to correlate with anything in the journal at this point. They're just a substrate to put stuff on. So I'm going to fast forward you and make my junk journal, and then we'll start on Monday, on the 1st of July. So here we go. Okay, if you really want good instructions, go to Meg's journal, and she just made a video. I watched it yesterday. I think it was 1 or 2 days old, where she showed how she made her accordion. I don't know if she called it her accordion, but anyhow, she's doing, I'm close to what she's doing. And all I'm doing is gluing stuff. It's going to be a traveler's notebook size, because I love that size. But I'm just gluing paper to make a long strip. Now I'm doing this the hard way because this is how she did it. I think I got to like 11 pages of 4x8, so like 44 inches long. But I just moved my camera. Hope you weren't dizzy. But it's much easier to make it in a long strip, in a couple long strips that glue them together, and then somehow attach a cover, which I think I'm going to put white pages on the ends and attach a little bit harder, thicker cardstock, maybe 2 pieces of cardstock, or I think I have a couple cereal boxes still hanging around. But this is how she did it, and she kind of went and folded it as she went. Now both sides will be usable, both sides of the flip-flop. But I'm just taking out of my medium-sized bin, just papers big enough to make progress a little bit at a time. But as I started going into it, I'm like, okay, first of all, I started going crooked. And then second of all, I'm like, okay, this would be easier just to make this one long sheet and then start folding it. But I will go back, and I did a good bit of it. It'll get me through the first few days. But then I'm going to go back and finish adding the pages. And on the back, there's some white space, so I'm kind of it does not have to match my color scheme of Mr. Van Gogh at all. It just is a substrate. I don't even know if I'll cover every page every day or leave bits and pieces of it. I don't know. I do know that it's going to be fun. And I do know that there's a toy along with this journaling session this month, and I'm going to go through the whole month because there's 31 prompts. I don't think I'll double up a couple days where I have 2, because at the end of the months I've been kind of saving 4 days at the end to like catch up in Hobonichi, make some painted paper just in case I run out or there's an apocalypse or something. I need paper to take with me. What else? Painting on my jelly plate, doing a couple little odds and ends things, just because a lot of times there's a space at the end of the month where I get really bored with my projects, other people's projects, and projects that I made up for myself. Perhaps maybe not Halloween, and perhaps maybe not December Daily, but these prompts are fabulous. I have a whole list of stuff that I made in the middle of the night when I'm still on West Coast time and not sleeping great yet. Why is it that when you get older, you just don't sleep great? You take a lot longer to reacclimate back to your schedule. Anyhow, and this goes on for like 2 weeks because there's a few days beforehand that I don't sleep when I travel. Although walking has improved my endorphins or whatever, because I did not freak out until like 2 days before I left. Usually it's like a week ahead of time. But I'm only here for a month, and then a month and a few days, and then we go on to England, my husband and I. So this is a good project for me to do so that I'm distracted a little bit. Although those kind of tours aren't so bad because you don't have to think. You just say, where do I meet you after breakfast? Meet me in the lobby. Meet the tour guide in the lobby at 8 o'clock. Okay, that's fine. I can have a shower and breakfast by 8 o'clock, even in Europe, on European time. But uh, so I think walking has improved my endorphins and leaves me less bad brain cells to freak out over travel. Because I just do that anymore. I don't know why. I think it's kind of the old lady thing happening in my body. I don't know. Anyhow, so all of that to say that this project will go through the end of the month. I'm not going to put any extra days at the end of the month, which means I'll either be playing in my Hobonichi on my own or behind again. Oh well. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow with Mr. Van Gogh. Bye.